What Lonzo Thinks is a provocative, free flowing conversation where I talk about everything and anything from music, sports, television, politics, pop culture. You name it, if it's going on, I'm going to talk about it. And today I've got a special guest with me. I've got the former lead singer of the renowned Southern alternative hip hop band REHAB and current independent performing artist, Danny Boone. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm great. Thank you so much for taking time out to join me on the show. I know you're busy. So how's things going? What's going on, man? Where you at?
I'm in Warner Robins I'm at the folks' house right now. I said I gotta go out and do this podcast, and I stepped out the yard, and that's what I'm doing.
All right, I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. So you're from Warner Robins, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's my hometown too. So
I know.
you born and raised there?
Oh yeah, born in Hampton County Hospital.
Oh really? So where'd you grow up at? What street?
I grew up where my earliest memories are Evergreen over by Lindsay Elementary, and then I moved out to we moved out to Leverett Road. Or just Leverett Road usually. With me and you, in high school, I was on Leverett Road.
Okay, Leverett. Yeah, I know Leverett. And you went to Lindsay?
Yeah.
Did you go to Lindsay?
No, I didn't go to Lindsay. I went to Shirley Hills. Well, I went to Centerville, and then I went to Shirley Hills after that.
Okay, all right. I went to Alberta, so you know what's up.
Yeah.
You ever hang out in Alberta?
Oh yeah, Ferguson Drive. Me and Edward Freeman and O'Shea Ferguson, and I used to be all back in there up in that little cut up there through Ferguson.
I sure do. Absolutely. So you hung out in Alberta and lived to tell about it. So.
Yeah.
Congratulations, man.
Joe Brown's and everything.
Hey, is Joe Brown still there?
Man, I'm there too much. I mean, I'm tempted to go down Long Street every once in a while just to see what it looks like, but I don't think anything's really jumping.
Oh yeah, back in the day, man, Joe Brown was a spot, man, for sure.
Man, they was on 2020 when I'm back.
So what?
You remember that show 2020?
Yeah.
It still comes on.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, they had said something about the crack epidemic has reached major proportions. It's even hitting the southern states. And they showed Joe Brown. I thought I saw Dusty Spires run across the street.
Oh man, you bringing back memories, man.
Huh?
I said you bringing back memories. All right. Well, I got one very important question for you before we get started. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Are you related to Daniel Boone?
No.
Have you ever been asked that question before?
No. I've had people tell me dumb stuff like I should get a coonskin cap and wear it and stuff like that, But no, I'm not related to that dude. I used to watch it all the time when I was a little kid.
Oh, really?
And my aunt just came in and started calling me Daniel Boone one day, and it kind of stuck. So my family always called me Boone or Danny Boone, and name from.
Okay, because growing up, Daniel Boone was one of my favorite shows, man. You used to watch it on Channel 9. So.
Yeah, Daniel Boone had a little son named Israel, and but I like Daniel Boone because he was supposed to be friends with the Indians.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And,
they was hitting that pipe, that's why.
That might be it.
Yeah, Daniel kept it lit.
They gave that old peace pipe.
That's right. All right, so let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. So, all right, you're an accomplished music artist. So tell me, first of all, how did you make it out of Warner Robins, Georgia, to become such a successful recording artist?
Really, kind of a long drawn out story. I really just kind of stuck with it. I didn't really have anything else I was good at, really. I mean, I worked and did job stuff, but I got fired a lot and, wasn't good, And I just kept moving, and I moved to Atlanta. I moved to New York, tried to get started up there because there wasn't nothing going on around here. And I'm in a bad situation up there, moved back to Atlanta, and me and a friend of mine named Denny Campbell, and we called ourselves Prompt Suspect at the time. And I don't know, we just, it's a grind, we just kept on writing, kept on making demos back when demos were made. I don't even think people make them anymore. And handing them out, and ran into this guy named Rob Kelly who knew Bobby Brown's kid's godfather or something like that. His name was Nate Smith. He was like, just old school, he was from Boston, and he was just like, man, I don't really boy rappers, and I don't know what the hell they're talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
and said, dude, if you meet these dudes, you'll dig them. You know what I mean? So it was like me, Brooks, and Denny at the time, and we had called ourselves Rehab, and it made a little demo up. He came by, we were studio one night, and the guy, Kelly, tricked Nate into coming over there, and he walked in, and I was just singing, I was singing that song, Thinking Again, that we got on Southern Discomfort, and I'll sign y'all. And I said, okay, I ain't never had a deal or nothing, so that's what we did. And just kept on moving from there.
You still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, we had technical difficulty there for a second there. Sorry about that. All right, so
that's all right.
So you by chance after grind. Oh, by the way, they still make demos, man, but now they call them mixtapes.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I got you. I mean, the game's changed so much since. Well, technology's changed, games changed, everything's changed. So you know as well as I do. So,
how much has the game changed from the time you started to where it is now? What's the major difference that you see between the two between the two what's the word I'm looking for? The two decades eras. That's the word. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, eras. Yes.
I guess. But in the '80s, when we were growing up, it was all relatively new. You know what I mean? As far as blowing up and everything. And then by the '90s, when I was in Atlanta, we was living 6, 7 deep, but we were recording in the house, and we go to every Jack the Rapper that came. We'd go to every Freaknik that came, and try to get it on a show, and just, you know what I'm saying? Just try to be seen. Some people still do that, but nowadays, it isn't as much about getting a deal as much as, like, when I was a kid, if you got a deal, I mean, you thought it had just, been made for you. You know what I mean?
Right.
But now, I mean, there's a lot of kids. I mean, you look at Chance the Rapper. I mean, and, people out there can do it if you've got the drive.
Right.
You're, 20-something to, whatever. If you got the drive, everything's out there for you to get it. You know what I mean?
Are you referring to...
Now, whether people like you, or whether people like what you do or not is two different things. You know what I mean?
Right. So, are you referring to maybe the internet and YouTube being maybe, a better outlet, or...
Yeah, that's huge. I mean, it's a great thing for people that are trying to get out there. You know, I don't think it's such a great thing for record sales, but dude, somebody's winning. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, absolutely, and I think like the internet and YouTube, I think it's more about becoming famous than
Right.
because once you become famous, then the money kind of comes. And I think it's kind of backwards now, where I think in the past, back in our day, it was all about you getting on and having skills, and then the money came and the fame came. But now it's kind of backwards, where you don't even have to be good, as long as you can come up with a nice dance or a nice catchphrase, and you can jump on and be a superstar overnight. What do you think?
Yeah, it's definitely like that. I don't even listen to the radio anymore. You know what I'm saying? I ride in silence unless it's talk radio. Terrible out there. I mean, and I don't mean to, but man, we've come a long way backwards since the days of Rakim and Nas and, just people who could rhyme. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but you know what?
Even with
But you know what?
what's that?
You know what young people their response to us would be is that back when we were young, that's what the old folks said about us.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. But I really can't possibly wrap my head around it. I guess it's my age. Wrap my head around somebody wanting to listen to mumble rap as opposed to the guru. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I despise mumble rap. I despise it, but obviously there's a market for it. It's a fad. It's not going to last. But because you know what mumble rap reminds me of is when Daz Effects first came on with the riggedy biggity biggity, because they did it and they were great at it because it was new and that was their thing. But when everybody else started doing it,
they had a concept behind it.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There was a concept of them being from underground in the sewers, and they were just hearing what people said above them, and they just threw words together, and it kind of made sense, and it was mystical and kind of stuff, like, whoa, man, that's so crazy, but these folks is crazy these days.
Absolutely. Okay, now, I've said before, and obviously it's my first time having you on the show, but I've said before to other people, and I've said it before on different podcasts, that one of my favorite albums, I say probably of the last 5 years or so, is Fish Grease.
Uh-huh.
And
I appreciate that, man.
No problem at all, man. Because let me tell you a true story, okay? All right. Camo Bikini. All right. I saw the video. I be honest with you, man. I didn't know that the album was out or anything. I don't even know how I came across it, but I came across the video, Camo Bikini. I was like, whatever, man. I'm kind of laughing and stuff, right? So I put it on, right? And I'm like, wait a minute. What in the hell? This shit is hot. This shit is hot. And so I kept listening to it, man, this is really good. I'm like, dude, he took country and hip hop and fused it into something that's kind of hot. So my true test with anything when it comes to music is my mama. 'Cause my mom loves music. So I said, Mom, you got to watch this. So I put up the video on YouTube and I showed it to her. And my mom, she's like all in the church and everything, right? And she was like, can you make me a copy of that? I'm like, what? Mom was banging that in the Jeep, yo.
That's awesome, dude.
For real. So I was like, this guy's on to something, man. So I got to hear the rest of this album. And I think a mutual friend of ours, Lori Gill, you remember her?
Yeah.
Okay.
I talk to Lori all the time.
Okay, well tell her I said hi. Lori, I guess she was she on Facebook, she put out a notice, whatever, that she was selling, copies of Fish Grease. And I ordered it from her. And she sent me the CD. And dude, I had that sucker on repeat, man. And seriously, I'm not just saying just Camo Bikini. I'm talking the whole album, yo. 1965, Spud Webb. I mean, yeah. you know, my small town ain't that small no more. I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
so congratulations, man. I just want you to know, Fish Grease, that was a good album, yo. So I just want to give you your props on that.
I appreciate it, dude. I appreciate it. I think you went out there for a minute. But at the same time, I appreciate it, man. It's crazy because it's really weird how that happened because that particular album broke up. And they wanted me to go solo and Demon Jones to go solo. And I was not a happy person at the time. I don't know. It's just crazy. And it's crazy because I didn't want to do the record at all. And then we went into the studio and it was just, and I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to do the best I can. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just, you know, the thing as an artist sometimes because there's things you don't want to do. And I've done plenty of things I didn't want to do as far as creativity goes.
Right.
And you get to thinking sometimes, you know what? There's a lot of people out there that don't have a record deal or that wish that they could have the opportunity. And so I just went with it, and I'm glad you like it. That makes me feel good because I worked harder on that album than because I was working against myself too. You know what I mean?
Right. I certainly understand that. Yeah.
But it was cool, man. And I was really pleased with it for that reason. You know what I mean?
Right. Well,
I appreciate it.
Well, I'm really grateful you decided to do it. So let me ask you this: talk about Fish Grease again. Let me ask you this: when you were conceiving the album, I mean, how much of a challenge was it to kind of mesh hip hop with country?
Well, that's been going on. I mean, I've always found it kind of corny. There's a lot of that going on now that's really booty. You know what I mean?
Well, see, the thing is, what the difference to me was, Danny, is that you're right. When you mix country and hip hop, it comes off whack. But the difference with yours was you actually got skills, which made it different.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. You know, Bubba, you know, he did it on that Ugly back in the day. That's kind of his thing. That's what I dug about it, and I think he did a great job. And there's another guy called Struggle, and I think there's another guy named Second Chain that is good. But you know, and Yellow Wolf did his thing, and but then there's like this whole slew of people just yelling the tailgate, mud, and all this crap that you know, while I was writing that history shop, there was people in my ear talking about, man, how about trunk, mud? Dude, I almost came unglued. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, I'm trying to think of the next one. I'm like, dude, I don't even really live like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't go mud bogging. I don't hunt and fish, and I'm not that dude. And it's not that, I mean, my dad will, and I've got friends who do, but I don't care to do that. And I don't want to mess up my transmission in the mud. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was a challenge, but there's a lot of there's some good folks out there that can do it. I mean, it's been done. It's just been doing it tastefully. I mean, like even Cypress Hill at the end of that Insane in the Membrane, they cut in, I think I'm going crazy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
And, I mean, that's what hip hop is. I mean, the music form was basically taking what you can and making something out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
It's just, you know, I dig that part of it, but I think everything could be done a little bit more cleverly these days. I think the really missing the DJ these days. You know what I'm saying?
DJ, what's a DJ? What's a DJ? Are they still around? I haven't seen
Huh?
it. I said, what's a
Yeah,
DJ?
I know.
That's like a prehistoric
I know,
creature,
right?
man.
I know. I mean, that was the group back in the day,
Yeah.
you know? And he was the band, and I don't know. It's just, but I think it's going to come back, though.
You think?
Real,
Why?
I do.
Why would he come back?
Huh?
Why would he come back?
I, well, I think, Premier's big on the internet now. Who's one of the dopest DJs. And I just think, it's got to. I mean, I don't understand. The way shows are done. If you tour these days, if you're a touring artist, nobody wants a DJ and a rapper. Or DJs and two rappers. They want a band. And I don't know, clubs want a band. It's kind of a weird thing because it's just odd. But, so that's really how we started out having a band. Our first tour, we did a DJ and me and Brooks. And then, Linkin Park came out and everybody, oh, you rap and sing? We need a band.
So what's the major difference now with having a band versus back then? I mean, is it a different dynamic having a band nowadays, or is it still the same type of concept?
I mean, it's the same thing. It's having a band's having a band. You want to be tight and have the show down and rock it just like with a DJ, but there's a totally different feel to drums, with live drums and program drums.
Right.
I'm personally a fan of program drums. That's just me. Unless you're Questlove, and I will listen to anything you play. You know what I'm saying? But
is that more because of the timing or what?
It just is a feel to it. I can't really. I don't know. Live drum sounds like a live drum, but once you take that live drum and put it in an MP or whatever sampler you're using, that just the kick and just the snare and pop, 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 it's just different. You know what I mean?
Right.
It has a different energy to it, and it sits in it's not as natural, but that's what I grew up on. I like the beats to hit hard.
Right. Well, yeah. I don't know if you noticed or not. I used to be a hip hop artist myself, and actually, I came up freestyling. That was my thing. Freestyling with a beatbox.
Yeah, yeah.
So when it came
Who
time,
was your beatbox?
I'm sorry.
Who was your beatbox?
Oh, this was after I left Boone of REHAB. I was out in Texas, so
Oh, okay.
I was in the military
Tony
at the time.
Bibbs was mine. You remember Tony Bibbs?
Yeah, Tony Bibbs, absolutely. That was your beatbox.
Yeah, that was my beatbox, my first beatbox.
Oh.
We started off in homeroom and ended up doing a pep rally and stuff like that. And we'd be in the hallways and stuff. But yeah, Tony Bibbs. Yep.
Yeah, because I was deep into Prince back during high school. So after I left and moved to Texas and everything, that's when I kind of let my hip hop out and started freestyling and everything. But anyways, my question is I remember the first time I got on stage in front of a crowd, a real crowd, concert. I opened up for Ghetto Boys. In Houston, at the Palladium in Houston, Texas. Open up for the Ghetto Boys. And obviously, when you open an act, they're not there to see you. So, and I've told this story a lot. When you're the opening act, when it comes to hip hop, because hip hop is unforgiving. It's unforgiving.
No, yeah, they'll crucify you up there.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So when they don't want to see you, you're the opening act, and you can get them motherfuckers to swaying, you're good. So,
Right.
So I got on stage, terrified, and we got them motherfuckers to swaying. So, can you remember the first time you got on stage in front of a real hip hop crowd and what it was like for you?
Yeah. It was really kind of. You remember in Macon, they would have the Cherry Blossom Festival and all
Yeah.
that every year.
Yeah.
One year they brought, there's like Queen Latifah. Who else was up there? I don't know. There was, of that era, there was several hit. Back when she was the queen and not, not before she took off all the headdress.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was back when, I'm probably right before medallions and that Malcolm X hat. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And, time these days. But, anyway, we go up there and my girlfriend at the time went up there and said, can my boyfriend, he's dope, we just got him signed. She lied. So we got him signed to Jarvis Records, Gigolo Tony's, was it Gigolo Tony? Gigolo Tony's label or something. Anyway, they got us up there, and I went to Ryman, and some other kid from Gray, Georgia, up there started dancing, and they let us test out the deck, for the whole thing,
right.
And we rocked that thing, boy. It was like hitting, cocaine for the first time. I was like, oh my God, I'm doing this the rest of my life. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
It was just crazy. But then I've been where it was get off the stage too.
So what's the biggest event you ever played?
Well, we toured with Kid Rock. That was pretty big. There's been some, we played Big Day Out in Atlanta with a whole bunch of bands. We played with just about everybody. I've always been kind of shy around really close brushes with a lot of my biggest heroes. And I'm always too scared to talk to them because I always think, man, them dudes don't give a shit what I got to say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just kind of keep it moving and say much respect and move on. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I'm like, damn, I sure would like to chop it up with them folks. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
Try to get down and all that other stuff,
So
get them to feature.
So let me ask you now. So what is it like now, being older and still being in the game?
It's a trip. I mean, it's like the difference in music, and you don't really know if people are gonna. You're probably not going to radio. It's being that you don't like what you don't like, and but as far as I'm not as in good a shape as I was. Everybody's telling me to get back on the road and all that, but off the road for 3 years now. Ooh, I done got fat, well. So that's one big difference. You gotta have your wind up and everything else.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because unless you Big Pun, Big Pun dead, so I can't use him as an example. All the fat rappers are dead, man. Big Pun, Heavy D. Shoot, if you fat and rapping, man, you're an endangered species.
I used to watch Big Pun. Big Pun was doing ad-libs. The rest of them was rapping his stuff because he was breathy.
Oh yeah.
What he put down in the studio, man, that dude could twist it up, son.
Oh, no doubt. But he was $4 bills though, man. So he couldn't because he couldn't hang on stage, man. But
no.
He was definitely a studio boss though. So,
but that's the thing about that's what I like about hip hop is that once they embrace you, I mean, it's all about the jam. You know what I'm saying? It's like man, he can't do it on stage, but they love the persona. You know what I mean? Like. Biggie, he didn't have a six-pack of abs and all this stuff, and, he was a big, ugly dude. But people love, they just love, oh, dirty bastard. You know what I'm saying?
He dead too.
It's like, oh, I know. It's a shame. It's a shame.
So, that brings...
I like that. Those are some of my faves, though.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, those are all hip hop legends, man. So you can't go wrong there. So
Nah.
let's talk a little bit about Million Dollar Mugshot, which, by the way, that's a great title. Great title.
Ah, thanks, man. I
Um,
appreciate it.
like I said, I'm a big Prince fan, and Prince once said, if your album doesn't have a cool title, then the album's not gonna be worth anything.
Uh, right.
So I firmly
Well,
believe, the title of the album has a lot to say about what's inside the album.
yeah.
And
Well,
go
he
ahead.
packaged everything perfect. He packaged everything perfect from Purple Rain on, to even back before that, the way he packaged things mysteriously. And who would ever thought to do a song called Purple Rain, and what the hell does that mean? But we love it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, absolutely. Because
Genius.
I mean, when it comes to music, when you're good, you're good. It can be, and Prince said this again. He said he can make a song about anything, anything. You name it, and you give me you give me a concept, you give me a word, I'll make a song out of it. It'll be dope. And that's true. If you know what you're doing and you're true to the music, anything can be dope. So anyways, I listened to Million Dollar Mugshot a few days ago after you told me about it, and loved it, man. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Listen,
Appreciate it, man.
listen to it again yesterday, and it's even better. Listen to it again today, and it's even better. So, and this,
That's awesome.
and these are Rehab unreleased cuts.
Yeah, that album is 5 years old. Actually, the label. Remember when I told you I didn't like doing the country album?
Yeah.
Thing. Well, what happened there is they said do a Rehab album, man. Just do a Rehab album and do whatever kind of music you want to do. So we did Million Dollar Mugshot. We brought it to the label, and they wanted to have a meeting, and they said, man, there's no way we can put this out.
Why?
And I was like, why not? And they was like, it's just not. They said, we ain't into gangster hip-hop. I said, it's not gangster hip-hop. They said, well, we do country hip-hop, country rap up here. I said, dude, I'm from Georgia. What do you want? I don't know, some, what do you mean country? Like T.I.'s country to me. He talks country, you know what I mean? I don't know. What's the big deal? Do I need harmonica, banjo? What do you mean? You know what I mean? And that's basically what it is.
Right.
All your stuff, and it's like, you can do anything you want to just put banjos or whatever to make it to where kids, their target market was kids in rural areas. I ain't really worried about a target market when I do my stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm just trying to put something out. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And that's when it got frustrating, and it wasn't long after that. I just asked him, after I did the Fish Grease album, y'all can just let me go, dude. You know what I mean?
Right.
Please just take me off the label, because I didn't feel like they were promoting it, and I just got, and it didn't, just long story, but then, it's my stepson, me and my wife, Shiv, Shiv.
Yes.
We lost Taylor, and it was, so I was just,
Right.
then everything went kind of weird, so now I'm just now getting back at it.
Okay. Well, from me to you, Million Dollar Mugshot is hot, and I'll tell anybody who wants to listen to me talk to listen to it. There's quality there. Skills recognize skills. Peak game. So, and if it was whack, I tell you it was whack, but it's not whack.
Hey, dog, I'm sure I got some whack stuff I can send you.
We all do, man. I mean, that's part of being an artist, man. You're gonna make whack stuff, man. The question is anybody gonna hear it? That's the question. So,
yeah.
See, some rappers don't know any better, and they just put anything out, whether it's whack or not. They don't care. But
Yeah.
But
Yep.
that's the nature of the game. But I was thinking this earlier today, is that when you're a rapper and you're whack, you don't come back from that. When people realize that when you get exposed as being whack, you can't come back. No matter how
Right.
hot your next song is, you always gonna be known as that whack
Right.
rapper. Cause I'll go down,
That's,
I will go down swinging and say MC Hammer's first album was hot.
yeah.
That second album with Can't Touch This was whack. Then the album after that was even whacker.
Yeah,
But
that was a weird time. But when he first, and he remember what was the big dude that was with him?
Too Big
MC
MC.
Too Big.
Yeah, Too Big MC. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was during the Hammer Don't Hurt Him. Wasn't it?
No. Let's Get It Started.
Don't hurt. Yeah, let's get it started. Yeah.
Yeah, the Let's Get It Started album was hot. Yeah, the Let's Get It Started album was hot to death. If you ask me, it had like 4 or 5 banging cuts on it, man, banging.
Yeah.
And
it was good club records too. I mean, you couldn't even step. The club would just be hammered all night, no matter what.
Exactly. You had Let's Get It Started. You had Pump It Up, Turn This Mother Out. I mean, Ring 'Em. I mean, those 4 songs right there, man. You got the party going all night just with 4 songs from Hammer, from that first album, man. So, and I'll defend that. Hammer was on the track to being something special, man, until he got that money and he got that fame and he had to start appealing to a different audience. Because when he first started, he was appealing just to that West Coast Oakland audience.
Yeah, once he put that Speedo on, it was over.
Exactly. So as you know, once you're exposed as whack, you can't come back from that. There ain't no coming back from it.
It's very true.
Yeah.
That's like, you remember, I'll tell you one that I never understood, and he did real well. Silk the Shocker. That was some of the worst. I mean, it was like all his ad-libs were off.
Yeah.
And, like, first off, he was offbeat, and then the ad-libs were offbeat. And so it just sounded like, I was like, whatever, dude.
Yeah.
But the beats were banging during Master P's little run.
Yeah.
So it hard.
Oh, absolutely, man. I mean, but you can run down a list of guys, man, who start out whack, that couldn't come back from it, and some guys that would kind of surprise you. But I think but once people kind of identify you as being whack, they kind of tune you out, no matter how good it might be. Or it's like that nigga whack or whatever, right? Because no lie, I saw what's his name, the kid that had Bust a Move. What's his name? The Bust a Move kid. Young MC. Yeah, Young MC. I saw him live, man, in San Antonio, Texas, man. I saw him live. And dude spit. He spit. And I'm like, is this the same? Yes. I'm like, is this the same cat that did Bust a Move? Because, dude, he did some cuts, man, I hadn't heard before, man. And dude was spitting. I'm like, why didn't you put that on your record and come up with this Bust a Move shit? I mean, obviously it was
they were going for that pop hit, man. The labels don't care about. I mean, you got to fight for your credibility. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if that's what you're there for, and if you're not, then go get the money. I guess I don't know. I don't hate on him for it because actually that track, the Bust a Move, was a dope track.
Yes, it was.
I think the Dust Brothers or somebody did it. That was a dope track. I didn't particularly... Actually, I liked the song when it came out, but it wasn't like something... Kind of like... It was around the same time that Tone Loc came out with that Wild Thing and all that.
Right.
And B-side of Tone Loc, when they put out the single on the cassette, they had a song called Loc After Dark, and it was kind of gangster. It was... Man, that was a dope... I mean, he had the dopest voice, man. He could have really things, man. I mean, he did make money, but I'm saying, man, he had a dope Boys, I thought.
Okay, off the top of your head, who's the wackest rapper you ever heard? Top of your head.
Oh my gosh. Vanilla Ice.
Okay, yeah, that's easy. You cherry picking, man. That's an easy one. Okay, you gotta pick
Yeah,
again,
that's
man.
an easy. That's an easy. My wife's horrible. No, I don't know. I've seen a lot of whack, but I mean, E stuff is pretty whack. You know
Who?
what I'm saying? All them juggalo clown dudes.
Who?
Um, yeah. See, there you go. Um, rap, country rap out there. I don't know, dude. There's a lot of whackness going on. I could probably go on for days.
Well, I'm going to be controversial for a second here, and I'm going to let you know who I think the wackest rapper I ever heard is
Okay,
Bushwick Bill.
that's pretty good. That's a damn good call. Damn good call. Yeah, he was bad. Actually, I've seen him at this show we was doing, and it was the craziest thing because he was hammered. Big white girls with him, and that was just a terrible scene. But I don't know, he's a cool little character. You know what I mean? I mean, he took pictures with everybody and was.
Oh, now Bushwick was cool as hell, man. Like I said, we opened up for him, man. So I spent a little time with him and everything, right? He cool as hell, man. But he whack as hell too.
Terrible rapper.
Yeah, terrible rapper. Yeah, nice dude, but terrible rapper. But he could pull the honeys like one nobody's business. So, you know.
He had that midget mojo.
Oh, no doubt, because it wasn't because of his looks, that's for sure.
Hey, what about that? What was that? That song Everclear he had.
Yeah, ever so
And
clear.
he was
Yeah.
talking about shooting himself in the eye, and then he would just be like, "Oh my eye, my eye." That shit used to make me laugh, dude.
Oh, no doubt, man, no doubt. I mean, yeah, he was perfect for the Ghetto Boys because he didn't have to be good because outside of Scarface, none of them were good anyway. So he just fit right in. So. Yeah.
Scarface was. I mean, he even got better after the Ghetto Boys, kind of broke up. When he came out with that My Block and all that stuff, and I mean, I thought he got even better.
Oh yeah, I mean
during that time,
Scarface is probably one of the dopest MCs. He's in the top 20, I think, dopest MCs of all time, man. But like I said, he made the Ghetto Boys what they were. Like I said, and he carried those dudes. So you see, when he left the group, his career kept moving forward, whereas everybody else, man, they kind of fell off the map. So that tells you everything you need to know right there.
Well, I don't know. I never really felt Willie D's rhymes too much either, to tell the truth. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I just never felt his stuff as much as I did. It was obvious who the dopeness of the group was. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay. Another tough question for you. The dopest hip hop album you ever heard.
Dopest hip hop what?
The dopest hip hop album you ever heard.
Illmatic.
Illmatic? Dude, you're cherry picking again, man. Everybody says Illmatic, man. Okay, but hey, if that's,
It is though. I mean, it's, to me, hands down, I mean, I can still listen to it.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, it's obviously 5 mics. I mean, come on, 5 mics is 5 mics, and Illmatic is a masterpiece beyond comparison,
Right.
But for me,
I'm just trying to go. It's just so many. I mean, I don't remember a lot of hip hop groups. Probably nobody remembers just because I was hungry at the time and digging so hard to find. Saying just hungry to soak it up, but I can't think of anything other than Illmatic just that dope. And I had, now that being said, I do not have album. I do not have. I haven't been listening to anything in a while because I've been home and I've just been kind of separated from it. But and I haven't heard Jay-Z's new album either. And I've heard that those are supposed to be retarded. I just haven't been on top of things. You know what I'm saying?
I haven't heard it either. I like Jay-Z, but I'm not a huge Jay-Z fan, so it wasn't like I had to. It's not a must-hear for me. But yeah, I've heard that. Obviously, everybody says this stuff is dope, no matter what he puts out anyway. But I'll give it a listen at some point. But I haven't heard it either. So.
Most Def and Talib Kweli's Black Star Line album. Have you heard that one?
Yeah, I have.
It was killer when it came out too.
Oh, no doubt. That was dope as well, man. Obviously Talib and Most Def, they're next level as well. So I mean, they're on the Mount Rushmore when it comes to dope lyricists. Just pure hip hop artists, without a doubt. But for me, the best hip hop album I ever heard is The Movement by Inspector Deck.
Okay.
So Deck is my favorite.
Okay.
Deck is my favorite.
I can't recall exactly what all, but I remember when Wu-Tang came out, it was just everybody had a record on that in that crew. It was crazy.
Now,
I could never tell.
Now,
of course, I went with Method Man. That was my go-to guy because he was in pocket and swinging and stuff like that. And I couldn't get into Ghostface at first, but then later on, once I realized that Ghostface was basically just getting on the track and murdering it, like, I'm just going to wild out. You know what I mean? And I got it after that.
Well, I mean,
like, oh, this is.
Well, I think Wu-Tang is a bit of an anomaly because really with Wu-Tang, you got probably 4 of the dopest MCs to ever walk the face of the earth. You got Meth, Ghostface, Raekwon, and Inspector Deck. I mean, it's like a dream team, man. It's like having Jordan, LeBron, Kobe, and Magic on the same team together. To me.
On some production that nobody had ever heard before.
Like, no doubt.
Nobody had ever heard anything produced like that.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah. And like I said, and Jizza. I mean, come on. People kind of forget about Jizza, but Jizza is sick. Just sick, man. So you got these cats, man. And I think that's why they have so much. They have such a hard time getting along because they all so damn good, and everybody got that shine. But But for me,
the sheriff Raekwon's a beast too.
Oh, no doubt.
Didn't you said him though, didn't
you? Yeah, Quan the chef, absolutely. Oh man, like House of the Flying Daggers, man, that cut, man, good lord, I hear that song, man, I lose my mind.
I can't put my finger on that one.
Really? Dude.
They were overload. They were overload, man. When they came in, you had to have everybody's record, and it was produced by the RZA, and then you had to get much to soak in and all of it. I got Raekwon and Ghostface and Meth, and those were the ones that I gravitated toward, and I really didn't I listened for their verses and didn't really, kind of checked out on everybody else, to be honest. And that don't mean that they wasn't dope. It's just, that's what I was looking for. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When is he going to come back?
Well,
you know what I mean?
Well, actually, man, Flying Daggers, House of the Flying Daggers is on Cuban Links. So if you got Cuban Links, man, it's on that. I think it's on that album, yo. And that's with him, Meth, Face, and Deck. And so give it a listen, man. If you get a chance, man, give it a listen, man.
I will. There's a lot of good stuff out there. And now, just to go back, sometimes there's a time. Sometimes I'll just sit with, what do you call it? I like to reminisce a lot.
Yeah.
And I'll go back and just get all my 90s hip hop and just sit there and play it I mean, I do that with 80s music, too. I like corny 80s music. Some of but just modes where you're just like, man, I want to feel like it did back then for a little while, you know.
Right.
Get cold beer and chill.
Oh, I'm the same way, man. I'm the same way, man. Like I said, get me a couple beers, man. Turn the lights off, put the headphones on, man, and it's on and popping. I'm definitely with that.
Yes, sir.
Definitely with that, yo. Definitely with that.
Yeah,
But yeah, man. You get a chance, man. Check out Deck, man. Check out it's the Movement by Deck. Check it out, man. I love to get your thoughts on it.
I'm sure I've heard it. I can't recall right now.
Okay. Well, I can see.
I'm not as deep as some folks.
Yeah, but peep them out, man. I'll definitely peep out some of the stuff you spoke about as well, man. But yeah, man. When it comes to hip hop, man, I obviously it's so deep and so vast and so many people doing it, man. And
yeah.
And I mean, you can go on for days, man, and somebody's always gonna have a different opinion as far as what's the dopest MC or dopest song or whatever, man. So it's so subjective, but that's the fun part about hip hop, I think, man, because you can be from different eras, man, but still appreciate what the next man is doing and how innovative.
Definitely.
Yeah, how innovative it can be. So that's one of the things I love about hip hop versus other forms of music. Plus, you can be dead ass broke, and all you need is a pen and a pad, and somebody who can beatbox, you can make it. So, that's
what it's about, man. That's the original fun and thing of it is, so what you don't blow up, so what you don't do it, man. If you love it and you do it. I mean, because when we started doing it, probably and me rapping or whatever, it was basically to impress our homeboys and homegirls, you know what I mean? And now, I mean, that's still fun.
Oh,
There ain't
absolutely.
no doubt about that.
Yeah. And once again, that's the beautiful thing about the whole hip hop culture, man. It's more than just music, man. It's a way of life. It attaches itself to everything you do, everything you eat, drink, and breathe, man. It becomes a part of what you are. So it's definitely a beautiful thing. All right.
No doubt.
I got one more question for you, man. Got one more question for you.
Oh.
Now,
All right.
it's the hardest question of the night.
All right.
Okay. Juice or Belly?
Juice.
Why?
Because I haven't seen Belly.
Oh man! Oh, are you kidding me? You've never seen Belly?
I'm not. I haven't. I know Nas was in Belly, right?
Yeah, Nas and DMX, yo. Oh wow!
I didn't see it. I've seen like clips and maybe flipped through it passing, but I never saw it.
You've never seen Belly? Oh, sweet Jesus!
Nope.
Okay. All right.
I sure have not. What was that? The last hip hop movie thing I've seen is a documentary called Stretch and Bobbito Music That Changed Lives. Did you see that?
No. What is it called?
It's called Stretch and Bobbito. Like Stretch Armstrong. Stretch.
Yeah, Bobbito.
Armstrong out of New York. And
yeah.
They did a documentary called Music That Changed Lives. You can look it up on Showtime.
Okay, I'll do that.
It's about how many artists they broke. Anybody from Jay-Z to Eminem to they broke. And the Wu-Tang, they broke everybody. Like they're personally responsible for like $80 billion or something in sales, for hip hop, and never got paid a dime.
Wow.
Just a college radio DJs that, if you didn't come through their station and get heard, you ought to watch that. You dig it.
Okay, I'll definitely check it out. Heck, I'll check it out tonight, yo, for real. Okay, on Showtime.
It's dope.
Okay, I'll definitely check that out. And you gotta check out Belly.
Okay, I will check out Belly.
All right, man.
My wife just shot her eyes at me. I was like, what?
All right, man. Well, I'm going to go ahead.
She probably said, you need to check out your own Belly.
Tell I said what's up. Tell I said what's up, man. But
Hey, Alonzo said, what's up?
hey, what's going
Hey,
on?
Alonzo.
All right,
Hey,
man.
she keeps saying she gave you a ride after school one day.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
I don't know if I'm comfortable with all this
we
now.
we we were in the same play together. During senior year, my senior year, we were in a play, the spring musical. And yeah, one night she gave me a ride home, man, and she was driving a brown car. I think it was a Ford, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a beige car.
Plymouth Scamp.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Plymouth Scamp. Yeah.
Yeah, she was kind enough to give me a ride home, and she was very nice.
What was the play y'all were in?
What was that? Good Lord, Broadway comes to Northside. That was Broadway comes to North. You were?
Yeah.
Really?
I played Huckleberry Finn.
Okay.
I was singing River in the Rain.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that because I was doing I did Good Lord, what did I do? I did from Dreamgirls. I was Dreamgirls.
Oh, okay.
And Cats. I was Dream Girl and Cats. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy.
That show was dope though, man.
Yeah, Mr. Horn died.
Yeah, I know.
It was fun.
Yeah, that was dope, man. That was a fun time. That was a fun time. But yeah, Elizabeth, she gave me a ride home. She took me back to Alberta, man. She made it out alive. So.
Yeah, he said you took him back to Alberta, and she made her out alive. So, Alberta wasn't bad. It wasn't that bad. Well, it was bad. You head down there alone. You come out there at night, you might get.
Yeah. You was asking for it, man. So Alberta wasn't no joke, but that's home though, man. I always got love for it. But,
yes, sir.
But look, man, I'm gonna go ahead and wind it up. But once again, I want to thank you for taking your time out to join me on the show. Now, once again, the album is $1 Million Mugshot. Rehab is unreleased tracks. So where can we find it?
I don't know. I didn't really promote it myself because I was pissed at the label, but I'm sure they've got it on all the you can possibly get it on.
Yeah.
And look out for I got it. Huh?
Go ahead.
I'm sure they got it on all the sites like iTunes and all that, whatever. I don't even know all the possible ways to buy music these days, but I'm sure it's everywhere. I think everybody would just be burning it, so it'll be fine.
Yeah, I got it off of Spotify, so yeah, it's definitely it's on iTunes Music, it's on Amazon, so it's on all the major platforms. So my listeners, please check it out. It is really good. I'm not just saying that because Danny's my boy. If it was whack, I would say it was whack. The album is really good. Give it a listen. Give them some support. It's great. So what's next for you, man?
I'm in this other group called The Scrapes, and as soon as we get done with that, I'll be shooting it to you to see if we can do this again, if that's cool.
Oh, absolutely, man. I look forward to it.
I appreciate you hollering at me, man.
Thank you, and you have a good night, man. And once again, we'll do it real soon. Once again, Danny Boone, Rehab, $1 Million Mugshot, Fish Grease. Make sure you cop it. It's out there on many platforms. Give the man some support. Once again, this is Alonzo. What Alonzo thinks.
Thank you.
And we're out, man.
Oh.
Yo.
All right.
Later.